You are a gold digging ass bitch. I really did that motherfucker get a prenup like he said in that song Gold Digger? I listen to that song all the time and I be thinking like, bro, that motherfucker better got a prenup with that bitch. He married the hoe of Hollywood. So he was asking for it. But like, man, she is such a trifling ass hoe and no one calls her out on that.
Subscribe to this channel in case you are watching this channel and have not subscribed.
Didn't you say you like Kim K?
I love all the Kardashians.
Oh.
Yikes.
I love Pablo Escobar. I love El Chapo. I love Jeffrey Dahmer.
I love
All right,
them.
leave it there.
I'm
Eric.
obsessed with them. I watch every single Wednesday at 9 p.m.
Wait,
I'm over Travis and Courtney macking it and like tongue licking. Get over it. Why?
send the asteroid. Send the asteroid. Okay.
I'm not the only one.
Okay, so Kim Kardashian will get $2,000 a month in child support from Ye as the couple settle
For
their
fucking
divorce.
what?
And I
She
don't.
also got the house next door that Kanye bought in the divorce
Yeah.
too.
For what?
By the way,
though?
I don't know if you guys.
I get that if he isn't in the kid's life, then yeah, he needs to pay something to help support the children because they're his children. But he is in their fucking lives. Unless he is not allowed to by court order. I'm not really sure I'm not really sure how their whole lifestyle is. I'm not a Kardashian fan. But from what I've seen, Kanye is constantly in the news for trying to get his fucking kids or trying to show up to his kids' events and her not letting him to come. And that's fucked, dog. It is so public that everyone knows it. And everyone still considers him the bad guy because he's having this manic episode, which I don't know is a manic episode or not. That motherfucker is, and I only say that because I really believe that motherfucker is being manipulated too. If you haven't seen his workout trainer, which is a workout trainer for someone else, I'm really bad at fucking repeating stories, but I'll put a picture up. He sent Kanye messages talking about like, yo, bro. You need to come and talk to me, and if you don't come and talk to me, then I will put your ass back into a mental hospital. I'll put your ass back into a mental hospital where they drug you up to where you won't even be able to form a sentence or something crazy like that. And Kanye posted this shit. And this trainer is a big Hollywood trainer. He's trained multiple athletes. And Candace Owens was talking about it, and she was saying about how Dave Chappelle went through the same thing, about how they was trying to tell Dave Chappelle that he was crazy whenever in reality he knew that he wasn't. They was trying to tell him that he was crazy to make him believe that he's fucking crazy. And everyone in the circle started telling him that he was crazy. And that's why he left Hollywood. I really believe that that's what had happened to Kanye, to where everyone was telling him he's crazy. And if everyone's telling you that you're crazy, even people that you trust is telling you that you're crazy, you're not going to trust nobody and you will start to go crazy. And it sucks because it got pushed in the media to where everybody just automatically assumed Kanye was crazy because of a narrative that was pushed by the media, to where even people that aren't trying to manipulate him genuinely think he's going crazy because of the stuff that they've seen. And so he has nobody to fucking trust anymore. Every single buddy that was in his corner or was his friend or whatever that is actually either trying to manipulate him or look out for him is now telling him that he's crazy, and he knows that he's not fucking crazy. But since he's hearing it all the time, he is honestly driving himself crazy. Because once you're just told that you're crazy by everybody, every single thing that comes out your mouth is crazy. And then you can't have anyone tell you stuff that is actually crazy. So you literally do start saying crazy stuff because you're like, well, now you're just trying to lie to me. You're trying to say I'm crazy. So now I think that what I'm saying is true. It's such a mind fuck. And I genuinely feel bad for Kanye for that shit. And I genuinely feel like he probably might have some mental problems, but he is not crazy like how people think he is. He might say some outlandish stuff, but like I said, I think that's because he don't know what's crazy or not anymore. If someone tells him that he's crazy for saying something, he's like, fuck you, you're crazy, you're trying to trick me. I know I'm right because you think I'm crazy now. It's such a fucked position to be in. And Dave Chappelle is honestly lucky to get out of that. And I think that's another reason why Dave Chappelle got canceled as soon as he came back in the limelight. But that's just all my opinion.
Hold on, let me turn that off. I don't know if you guys know, but Kim Kardashian actually is her net worth is more than Kanye.
Yeah.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
like 1.7 billion.
Well, Kanye lost a lot
Well, yeah,
of
and
stuff
now,
because
especially now,
Yeah.
everything he has to say.
But it's interesting to me that even though that she, obviously, I'm assuming she has a greater deal of custody of the children now that they're divorced, but she has $1.7 billion. Does she need child support? What do you guys think?
No, but I think
It's not just about
it's not
child
about the
support.
money. It's
Yeah.
about what Kanye's done. I think it's a good.
If this child support was going into a trust fund for the children, I'd feel different about it. But just from my opinion, I doubt that. I bet you the money's going straight to Kim, which Kim is probably still spending crazy money on the kids anyways, but it's still money that is going into Kim's pocket. It should be money that is going straight towards the kids' trust fund or something that they get whenever they're 18 or something, you know, not to Kim, because she don't need it. She don't need any help raising the kids. She don't need any support. It should be for the kids after they move out or whatever.
You, and I think it's. I would do the same shit after everything he's put that family through.
Yeah.
What?
Well, you think,
I mean, Kanye's dumb as fuck for wifing that bitch, but he is not the bad guy in the situation. I think he's done some wrong, but he is not the bad guy.
about it too. I mean, she's put that family through some stuff too. I know that
Yes.
you're probably a fan of hers, but I'm just saying. I mean, she's no
I mean,
saint
like
either.
the videos
but
and stuff.
I'm not
No,
like a
just
huge
like in
fan.
general. I mean, there's probably way more than that, but
But I
I
feel
mean,
like
your
with more with
father
Kim,
saying that he loves is a little different.
the guy I think has a very serious mental health issue.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
interesting
let's,
question.
Yeah.
If so, a lot of Kanye's issues probably come from his bipolar disorder. If it was the wife who had a mental illness, bipolar
Right.
disorder, would she still have to be the one paying $200,000 a month to her ex-husband?
Right.
Would we
I would
treat
say
that the
so.
same way, even
No.
though?
I don't think it's about the disorder. I think it's about what he's done. I have serious mental health issues as well, and you don't see me
What?
spewing
What-
about
You're not in a manic episode. That's what everyone says about Kanye. Like I said, I don't think that's the case. I think he genuinely can't trust anybody, and that's why the motherfucker's sleeping in the stadium. I don't know if he still is, but he was. I don't think he could trust anybody. He's just a lone person in this world that everybody knows and that everybody thinks is crazy, and he can't trust nobody. He can't talk to nobody because everybody just automatically thinks that he's crazy.
Hitler.
what do you got?
I don't think that's something that
No, you don't want
I would share with
you
you.
don't
I
want
mean,
to talk
I don't
about
like personally
You don't
like
want to
you.
talk about that.
Oh. Okay.
But I think it's not about the disorder. It's about what you do. This man is rich as fuck. He has all the resources in the world to get his shit together and do this. And if I can do
You
it
think
myself,
money can get rid of like a bipolar disorder?
no, I think he can give you a lot of resources that a lot of lower income people cannot have.
But also, I also think on top of it is that I think a lot of Kim's problems have been in the past, and like, yeah, there are some, but it doesn't like level the same way that Kanye's still doing it to this day. He still like is pushing
Yeah. Like,
a
I feel
lot
like
of other stuff.
I really wish that I was in this room so I could at least lay this argument out. If they wanted to disprove me, that's whatever. But I just at least want to put this in their head because I don't think they even know about this. The text messages that were leaked of his friend, his personal trainer, saying that he would drug him again, but this time to where he can't even form sentences by himself or something along those lines. That is beyond crazy. That's not just mainstream news to where everybody knows it.
No, I believe that. No, and but you know what? It comes to a point like, okay, so you see all these famous people committing suicide and stuff. That comes from mental health, and they have all the money in the world. They never seeked help. You would think they have all the friends in the world, right? So, I mean, clearly that doesn't
More
bring you
money, more
happiness and
problems.
all the resources in the world. I don't think that provides that. But I think the greater issue is the fact that, you know, is this mass amount of money worth this divorce? It's not about, you know, I could cheat on my husband and he could pay me out after the divorce all he wants and all my friends would back me up. So, I mean, I guess like the issue of like why the relationship ended is not the principle. It's about the kids and what is needed for them to conquer and like, you know, have a good living life. And that's what this whole court system is supposed to provide. They have the money. Do I think that this girl needs that much more? No, I don't fucking think that. She's well
It's child
sufficient
support.
enough.
Yeah.
It's child
and
support.
those
It's
children children
for
have
her, it's
so
for the kids.
Exactly.
absolutely, but yes,
No, you can't even spend it on yourself legally. You would be sued for that. You can't. This is not going into her pocket.
but
It's
I
not going
hear
to
you.
her
I hear
dog.
you. I
But
hear
it's
you.
like,
But
does
like,
his kids need $200,000 a month?
they have
Like,
that
Kids
in
are
a different
expensive.
wallet, in a different saving account, in a different. I don't give a shit. They have it. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not,
Also,
and I'm not trying
I
to
don't-
take away from them.
if someone's going through a public mental health crisis, I don't know if taking like, and they've just lost all their money.
Honestly, just lost all their money and they're like, 200K a month, bring it. For your kids that you don't get to see, bring it. That's fucked.
I mean, does that seem fair to take hundreds of thousands of dollars away from them like every month?
Oh,
Like,
I feel
their
bad
child
for
will
Kanye,
survive
bro.
and be well supported on less than that. So I think like why we're bringing it up here is, you know, like it's just an interesting gender thing, you know, because traditionally in American courts, women get almost always, except in extremely rare circumstances, women always get the majority of
The custody
child support
and-
pay, custody, and yeah, in this case, the custody things, it makes sense. You know, if you're going through, you know, one of the parents has mental health problems, that makes sense. But it almost seems like it's like a $200,000 though. I don't know if that's fair, especially
Yeah.
for someone who's like going through healing.
In this circumstance, I feel like it
He's not
doesn't
healing though.
make
He's
sense
not.
for.
He's taking no steps to do that. I don't care if like.
Well, it'll certainly
very
be harder
severe-
now.
I
than it
don't
would've been
think he
before.
really gives a shit. I don't think
No.
he's really focused on his kids at all. I don't even
No,
know
he's,
actually
like,
why we're having this
entirely a
conversation
villain.
about two famous people. Like, who gives a shit? Like, I'm sorry. Like, I don't know why I'm getting passionate. I honestly have nothing to add. Like, I just don't really think this topic is very relevant or something that needs to be talked about for like an hour.
This is not your podcast. What the fuck? He asked you a question. He wants to hear y'all's thoughts on it. Who the fuck are you to change the subject?
I genuinely don't see either the $200,000 either going to be in Kanye's pocket or it's going to be in Kim's pocket. Either way, the kid's going to get it.
Yeah.
I don't really like.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah.
Kim has it. Okay, but it's also Kanye's fault for losing all that money. But at the same time, Kanye wasn't upset about it. He literally posted a video how he was like, "I'm happy nobody's hurt because that's actually what I wanted to happen." So
Yeah.
What did I miss?
Well, why the fuck you get up, dog? This is your show.
Did it?
They didn't like that topic.
What did you
The,
say? Did you upset them?
What the?
I didn't necessarily
that
upset.
that just annoyed me for some reason. Like, bro, like, the fuck are you? I thought you was at least listening. I thought he was at least listening in the background. This motherfucker literally just got the fuck up and went on about his day for a couple minutes.
I guess the question upset them.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think it just like. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. If Kim kind of did the same exact thing in Kanye, I feel like it'd be fair the other way around. I feel like it would be.
yeah.
If she did exactly what he did. And like I feel
No,
like she
I'd still
has
feel the
tried
same.
so hard to kind of like distance herself from that sort of drama and like
Yeah.
he at least I don't know currently but like in,
If any, I'd feel the same, but as a man, I'd be like, yeah, bro, one for the men. Yeah, about time a man got one in this child support shit. Like that. That's the only reason why I'd be like clapping my hands for him. But I would still be real and be like, but he don't need to pay her shit because they're perfectly fine. I'd still feel the same about that.
in the past of what I've read, like he kind of continues to put that burden on her
And drag her into it.
Yeah, so I feel like I don't necessarily think she needs the money or the kids need the money because she can definitely provide for them. But like
The fact that she filed for child support is the real kicker. That's the real thing. Is that it's not like they just separated in the court with like, oh, y'all aren't married no more. All right, now we gotta figure out who's paying. Like, no, she had to ask for child support for him to start paying for it, and then she had to pay for lawyers, go through the court process, get it all settled out. Probably months to a year of time for her to get child support from him. That's just wrong. That's just wrong to me. Like you were supposed to love him. You're supposed to be his woman. You know he's going through this stuff. If you wanted to distance yourself to better your life for you and your kids, that's one thing. But if you still have love for this man and you know he's just going through something and you aren't gonna be the woman that helps him through this, which is what you say in your vows, for better or for worse, if you're not gonna be that woman, then you are a trifling asshole. You are a gold digging ass bitch. I really did that motherfucker get a prenup like he said in that song Gold Digger? I listen to that song all the time and I'll be thinking like, bro, that motherfucker better got a prenup with that bitch. He married the hoe of Hollywood. So he was asking for it. But like, man, she is such a trifling ass hoe and no one calls her out on that. You were supposed to love this man and And no one's talking about that. They're just talking about how crazy Kanye is, and yeah. She was supposed to be his rock. She was supposed to be there to support him, to help him through this shit. And like I said, if she wanted to separate for him to work on himself and her to focus on the kids as a mother, that makes sense. But then to ask for $200,000 a month when you don't even need money to help raise them kids, dog, that's crazy.
I guess it kind of makes sense, yes. But if the roles were reversed, I think that would make sense if she was paying $200K.
It might make
especially since she makes more than him.
sense,
but she does have custody. But yeah.
I think, like, the point I'm trying to make is I do not think in an American court system that would ever be the case. Where like if the mother was the one who had a bipolar disorder and did the exact same thing, she'd be paying $200,000. Even
no, I agree. I don't think that would be the case either. But the system's messed up. We can't do anything about that. It's probably going to be messed up for a very, very long time.
Well, we can do.
Yeah, we can do something. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? It's gonna be messed up for a long time because of bitches like you. Well, people like you. It's gonna be messed up for a long time because of people like you. Because you think we can't do anything. If we all stand together and say, "Yo, this is bullshit," it will change. That's the point. That was what the founding fathers wrote in the Bill of Rights, that they knew that this was gonna happen, that eventually power was gonna take over and we was gonna go into a tyrannical government again. They knew that. So that's why they gave the people the right to rebel, to stand up and say, this is bullshit. Me, I have no idea how the fuck do we do that. But I know it's possible. just someone, if someone knows, let me know. I'll lead the shit. I don't want to lead it to where it's like my effort, but fuck, if I gotta be the one to be like, yo, let's get together and start making some shit shake, I'll do that. If I gotta get assassinated, so be it. Just know I went out with a cause, and please help take care of my kids. And that sounds fucked up because I would hate to die standing up for my point, but if my point is what gives my children a better life, then so be it, you know?
I'm not saying that we can't, but
change overnight.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
It's gonna take a lot of time.
Yeah, sure, but it's good to talk about in the same way that, like, we wanted to talk, you wanted to talk earlier about the importance of having diversity in advertisements. It's also important to have, like, just legal gender
equality,
rulings when it comes to childcare too. And so this Kim K example is obviously just a spotlight, big celebrity example of something that doesn't get talked about that maybe should.
Kanye West in the chat. Okay.
Oh gosh.
Hold on. We'll get to that.
That's probably all the money he had left too.
Oh,
whoa! What a bitch.
God. No, not as shade, as
because not the actual.
Yeah, as if it was.
Okay.
Kanye. Broke Kanye.
I get the joke. And it's still bitchy. Yeah, that's the end of that video. If y'all know anything about the situation, let me know down below. I would love to conversate about what I was talking about too, because they didn't talk about it at all. But if y'all know anything about the situation and that I didn't touch on that you think I might not know, let me know down below. I would love to look into it. But with all that said, if you could and if you would, will you please give your boy a like? And if you fuck with me, will you please give me a subscription? With that said, deuces.
Bro, you grinding when you ain't hating, get your guap. There's grown men out here with kids and they ain't never spent a dollar. You's a lame nigga with no brain, nigga. Money never made me change, nigga. I'm the same nigga. Free big talk about that cage, nigga. He a grave digger. Work the block just like a slave, nigga. I'm a maid, nigga. Put my team on till we pay, niggas. And I ain't stopping till we